Ever since man first gazed beyond the edge of the sea, he ceased to be a creature of the earth. He is drawn to where storms erase fear and the sky merges with the waves. And so the Argonauts set sail, not only in search of the Golden Fleece, but also in search of proof that courage can rewrite destiny. Reinterpretation of a motif from Apollonius of Rhodes' Argonautica. In the heart of Hellas, among the mountains and rivers that remembered the birth of the gods, young Jason grew up under the care of the wise centaur Chiron. He taught him not only how to throw a spear and wield a sword, but also how to hear the whisperings of fate. On the day when an eagle flew over the mountains, Chiron said, "It is time, son of Aeson. Your home is in captivity, but your blood is royal. Go to Iolcus and take what is yours." Jason descended from the mountain wearing a leopard skin, barefoot and unyielding. On the riverbank, he met an old woman who asked him to carry her across the stream. Not knowing that she was Hera, the goddess of power, Jason lifted her onto his shoulders and lost one of his sandals. And so, with only one sandal, he stepped onto the throne of the usurper Peleus. The oracle had warned Peleus, "Beware of the man with one sandal." And fate began its course. Peleus, fearing the prophecy, gave Jason a task that would lead to his death. "Bring me the Golden Fleece from distant Colchis." But Jason did not back down. He turned to the goddess Athena, and she blessed him. From the sacred grove of Zeus, carpenters built the ship Argo, a vessel that had a soul. Athena placed a magical board on its bow, capable of speaking with the voice of prophecy. "Go where the sea whispers your name," she said. All corners of Greece responded to the call. The sons of gods and kings came: Hercules, whose strength could break mountains; Orpheus, who could calm storms with his singing; Castor and Pollux, the twins of light; Peleus, the future father of Achilles; and even Atalanta, the huntress with a bow in her hands. Before the altar of Zeus they swore allegiance, and the wind that passed between their spears became their witness. When Argo set sail, the sea greeted them with a roar. Winds from all sides tested the ship's strength. But Orpheus, standing at the bow, raised his lyre, and his melody cut through the storm like a sword. The waves subsided, and the ship sailed on, toward a dawn that shone like a prophecy. Fate brought them to the island of Lemnos, where only women lived. No men, no kings. Their queen, Hypsipyle, met Jason. Her gaze was like the wind, warm but uncertain. Days turned into weeks, love turned into a dream. But the Argo called to the sea. Jason embraced the queen one last time and left, knowing that happiness was not for those who followed the fate of the gods. On the coast of Cyzicus, the heroes fought a fierce battle with the giants. Hercules, enraged, threw rocks that flew like thunderbolts. The earth shook. But fate separated him from his friend Hylas. He disappeared into the forest, and Hercules went to look for him, abandoning the ship. The Argo sailed on without its most powerful warrior. The sea narrowed into a narrow strait where monsters lived. Scylla, with 6 heads that tore sailors from the deck, and Charybdis, a whirlpool that swallowed ships. The Argonauts stood holding their oars, waiting for death. But Athena appeared in the sky. Her light showed the way. The Argo passed between the abysses, and the water sparkled like a bell of freedom. On the coast of Thrace, they found the old king Phineus, cursed by the gods. Every time he sat down at the table, the harpies swooped down from the sky and stole his food. The Argonauts drove away the monsters, and the grateful king showed them the way to Colchis. "There, not only glory awaits you, but also blood," he whispered. When Argo finally reached the eastern edge, the land glowed with gold and blood. Colchis was a kingdom where the sun rose from fire. King Aetes met the heroes in his marble palace and mocked them. "You want the fleece? Get it, if you have enough life left." But the eyes of his daughter Medea were already looking at Jason. Her heart was aflame, awakened by the goddess Hecate. King Aetes gave him a task: to harness copper bulls that breathed fire and sow the field with dragon teeth. Under cover of night, Medea gave Jason a magic potion. The fire from the bulls did not touch his skin. When armed warriors sprang from the ground, Jason threw a stone at them, and they rushed at each other. The earth shook from the metal. At night, Medea led Jason to the sacred grove. The Golden Fleece hung from an old oak tree, a skin that shone like the sun itself. A dragon that never slept coiled around it. Medea whispered words from a dark dream, and the beast lowered its head. Jason lifted the fleece and its light flooded their faces. The gods could only remain silent. The Argo set off on its return journey, pursued by Hades and storms. But the sea already knew them. They passed islands, shadows, gods, and death. Some remained on foreign shores, but the glory of the Argo lived on in songs. And when the ship, worn out by time, settled on the shores of Hellas, people built a temple around it. The wind continued to play with its ropes for a long time, as if reminding them, the journey does not end as long as the heart longs for the sea.